everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm here for my May TBR. So before I start, I wanted to say I'm going to take a break from reading anthologies this month, just because I just need a little bit of a break. If I decide to pick one up, I will, but I'm not going to pick one. So, yeah. But let's see how I did in April. Here's the books I read in April, or had, plus a few other ones. So we had Touch Me Not by April Baker, and that was for first in a series, which I've read. We have Grip by Kennedy Ryan, which was TBR Jar. We also had for TBR Jar, we had Bad Saint by Monica James, which I've read both of those. Rule number 4 was go randomize your my bought books for 2021, and that was Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, which I've read. Then for Romance Reveal, we had Twisted Circle by Claire Contreras, which I've read. Then for rule number 7, we had, or 6, we had Chirp, and I read Dear Haiti, Love Elaine, which I've read. And then rule number 7 was Audible, which I picked Ivy White by Cambria Herbert, which I've read. Rule number 8 was Kindle Limited, and I read Kiss by Kiss, I think, or Touch by Touch. One of the Riggs Brothers books by Kaylee Ryan. And then rule number 9 was Romance Reveal, which I read Prince by Cambria Herbert. So I read all of the 9 books I was supposed to read in the month. So I have no punishments. And I really enjoyed all of those books. I pretty much gave, I think, a few 3 stars, a few 4 stars, and then a lot of 5 stars. So it was a good reading month for my TBR. But I am going to pick my author now. So let's pick. And it is Jessica Hawkins is my author for the month. Let's see how many rolls I have to do for the month of May. And we have 6 and 4, so it's 10. Last month we landed, we were on Romance Reveal, so that's where we're going to start with today. This is rule number 1, and we have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is sequel. Roll number 1, we landed on sequel, and for that I'm going to do The Crown of Gilded Bones by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is the 3rd book in the Blood and Ash series. I just bought this. I have it on audio, and I'm excited to continue on with the series. Roll number 2, we have 7 again. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Treat yourself. That means I get a purchase book. Roll number 2 was Treat Yourself, and for that I'm going to do Dream Spinner by Kristen Ashley. That comes out on the 14th, something like that, by Kristen Ashley. I have a copy of this coming to me. I ordered it from a independent bookstore, and it should be signed, so I will be reading that. Roll number 3, we have a double, 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right. For rule number 3, we got a double, so I had to add a spin, and we landed on a rep. And for that, I'm going to use Consolation Prize by Linda Cage. There is an African American main character in this book, and this is book 9 in the Forbidden Men series. I really needed to continue on with this. Linda Cage was my author for the month of April, and I've not read any, so I'm putting it on this. So yeah, for Rhett, we have Consolation Prize.
Roll number 4, we have 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. TBR Vet.
Roll number 4, we got TBR Vet, and for that I'm going to do Way to My Heart by Barbara C. Doyle. This I got in January, I think, of 2024, or it could have been May 2019. I don't know. Regardless, this is a vet of, from a TBR vet, so yes.
Roll number 5, we have a double, and it's 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Bell Book Box.
Roll number 5, we got another double, so I had to add another book, and I landed on Bell Book Box, and for that I'm going to do The Complete Regret Duet by Ali Martinez. This has both books in this bind up, but honestly it's fairly short. It's for 2 books, so it's just a little over 400 pages. I think it's like 424. Now let's see. Yeah, it's like 422. Yeah, 422. So, and that's 2 books. So, yeah, and I got this from Bell Book Box.
Roll number 6, we have 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. TBR Game. So I landed on TBR Game, so I'm just going to use the Becca Bookopoly board, and it will tell me what book to read. So we have 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is translated. With that, usually I reread, but I actually have a translated book. So we're going to do that. So yeah.
For roll number 6, we landed on TBR Game, which I played Becca's Bookopoly, which you'll see. And for that, I'm going to do, I landed on Translated, and for that I'm going to do 365 Days by Blanca Lipsinski. I am so sorry I butchered that, but I have this on Kindle. So that is what I'm going to read.
Roll number 7, we have 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Treat your shelf.
Roll number 7, we landed on Treat Your Shelf, and for that I'm going to do Nice Guys Don't Win by Macaulay Snelzer. This comes out in May, and I'm super excited. This is book 2 in the Boys series, and yeah.
Roll number 8, we have a double, and it's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, which is rep, and this is exactly what happened last time. So I just pretty much repeated the first, roll 2 and 3 I repeated.
Rule number 8, we got another double and we landed on a rep. And for that, I'm going to do Forget Me Not by QB Tyler. This is an author color, and I think the main character is also a person of color. So I'm counting it, and I'm excited to read this. This is fairly short. This is from Bell Book Box too, so I just need to read more of my Bell Book boxes. Also, I think this is on Kindle Unlimited too. But yeah, for rep.
Roll number 9. We have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reread.
Roll number 9, we got reread, and for that, I'm going to try to reread Elect by Rachel Van Dyken. I would really like to try to reread the whole series of Eco Elite. This is book number 2 to number 7, so 2 through 7. I would love to try to reread so I can continue on with the series. So yes, this is going to be for my reread. As I said, I'm going to try really hard to include all of the Eagle Elite. I have them all on audio, so it shouldn't be that hard, but I just need to do it. So with this being on my TBR game, it should be done. So yeah.
Roll number 10. We have another double. That's the third 6 double, 2 6s. So let's move 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. TBR game. So I landed on TBR game again. So we're just gonna roll again on this board. And we have 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Disability rep is that is.
Roll number 10 was a double, and we landed on TBR Game, so I played Becca's Bookopoly, and for that roll, we landed on Disability Rep, and for that, I'm going to read On the Way to You by Candy Snyder. It follows a road trip, but it also follows, what is her name? I don't remember what her name is. But the main girl in this story lost her leg, so disability rep for that. And also this is on my A to Z challenge, which I need to read more of. So yes, On the Road to You by Candy Snyder for disability rep.
Roll number 11. We have 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chirp.
Roll number 11, we landed on Chirp, and for that, I'm just gonna pick a light book, which I don't know if this is gonna be light, but it's a romance. So I'm gonna do Bully King by J.A. Huss. It is only 3 hours when I listen to it at 3-point speed. So it should be a quick book to get through. So yeah.
Roll number 12. We have 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this is the third time I landed on rep, that square. So I have to add another throw or another roll. Because every time I land 3 times in one square, I add another roll. So, yeah.
Roll number 12, I landed on rep, and that was my third time landing on rep in this TBR, so I had to add another book. And for this one, I chose The House in the Suburban Sea by TJ Klune. This is a male book, I'm pretty sure. I don't really know anything. This just deals with magic and stuff. So yeah, it's really popular. And yeah, TJ Klune is very popular. He is also queer himself. So yes. And um, for the month of May, house or home is the buzzword for Buzzwordathon. So it's perfect. Yes.
Roll number 13, we have 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. TBR Vet.
Roll number 13 was TBR Vet, and for that I'm going to choose Underneath the Sycamore Tree by B. Celeste. This I've had, I think this one is January 2020 for romance reveals, so it's been a while. But I'm super excited to read this. I know I'm probably going to cry. And yeah.
Roll number 14. We have, it was a 4. And then 16. I mean 6, so 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. TBR Game. That is the 3rd time we landed on that. So I need to add 1 more. So we're at 16 books now. Also, let me know if you would be interested. Every time I land in a square 3 times to change the prompt. I think I will do that from now on. But let me know if that would be something you would be interested in. And if so, leave some prompts down in the comments. So I landed on TBR Game again, so we're just going to continue off where I left off, and we're going to roll, and that is 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. An adult book.
Roll 14, we landed on TBR, which was TBR Game, which was the 3rd time we landed on TBR Game. So I had to add another throw. I also played Becca's Bookopoly, and for that, I landed on adult. And for that, I'm gonna do Dragonfly in Amber by Diana Gabaldon. I am doing a reread, not a reread. I'm doing a read along of the Outlander series. So yes, this is book 2 in the Outlander series. I've started this and that's how far I got. But that was like 3 years ago. So I'm going to restart this and hopefully get through it. I've not watched the 2nd season of the series too. So after I read this, I will probably watch the 2nd season. I'm excited to continue on with this, but this is for my adult.
Roll number 15. We have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Treat Yourself. And that's the 3rd time I landed on Treat Yourself in this game, so I have to add another one, so it'll be 17 for the month.
Roll number 15, we landed on Treat Yourself, which was the 3rd time we landed on that. So I had to add another book, and for this I am going to read Fallen Gesture by Debbie Perry. This comes out in May. I don't remember what date, but I already planned on reading it, so I figured why not. And this is book 5 in the Tin Gypsy series. I'm excited to read it. I don't really know what it's about.
Roll number 16. We have 6 and 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. TBR jar.
Roll number 16 was TBR jar, which I have right here. So we're just gonna pick what we're gonna shake, and we're gonna pick this one. And it is Chicksman by J.D. Holliesfield. You can't really see that. Let me go where all of these books are. I really need to update my shelf. My shelves. No. Chicksman by J.D. Holliesfield. This was a romance reveal book. I've read a few of her books before, but not written solo. And this is a cute cover, so I'm excited to read this.
And roll number 17, and hopefully our last roll, we have 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Finish a series.
Then finally, roll number 17 is to finish a series, and for that I'm going to do The Price of Mason by Linda Cage. This is the 10th and final book in the Forbidden Men series. This is a retelling of the first book, which is A Price of a Kiss, but this is a Mason's point of view. Also, you do get novellas following the kids because they're going to have a spin-off series. So this book is only 366 pages, and then the rest of it is novellas. So yes, I'm super excited to continue on with and finishing this series. So some other books I still plan on reading in May, minus all of those. Since Jessica Hawkins is my author, I have Slip of the Tongue and Exclusively Yours. These are the only two I have physically left that I need to read, but I have the other two books in the series, and the Coming Undone series. So I do have a few other ones of hers, but these are the ones, these are going to be the priority. I have both of them on audio, so they should be okay. I am also going to participate in the Pop Culture Mini Readathon, which happens May 16th through the 31st, if I remember correctly. It's a 2-week readathon that this is the mini round that is themed with Degrassi, which I have to take part in. Degrassi was one of my favorite shows growing up. So yes, I'm super excited. I will have a TBR on that, but some of these books for my TBR will fit in the prompts for that. So I'm really excited about that. And I am also going to do that thing, or do the thing-a-thon or whatever, hosted by Ashley. And that's pretty much just to read your goals, which a few of these books are, I could read for that too. And that's the last week of May. So those two readathons kind of, what you can call it, combined. But other than that, that's pretty much all I plan on reading. It is a lot. My TBR game was not very kind to me this month, but that's okay. I'm excited to read all of these, and a lot of them are books I need to read. So yes. But that's all for me today. What are some books you plan on reading in May? And if you've read any of these, which one should I pick up first? And I'll see everyone later.